I think there is.
Welcome back, all you inglorious bastards and bastards. That's the female term for bastard.
I don't think that's correct.
Are they just
That's
bastards?
correct that we have a single female viewer.
A
Scott.
single female viewer. I don't remember anybody asking before you get too excited. Today, on our seemingly unending quest to KB, we are 47 on that list.
At least.
Pretty Woman. We followed Val Kilmer from Interview with a Vampire to Ocean's 11, and now we're following Julia Roberts from Ocean's 11 to Pretty Woman.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah, you know, Batman.
That's not right.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, fact check it if you don't believe me.
I'm pretty sure it's Brad Pitt.
Comments in the comments below if you feel that I made some sort of error.
Val Kilmer wasn't in Interview with the Vampire. Crazy talk.
Or Ocean's 11, but I guess with that being said, I'm Jake.
I'm Dan.
I'm Leon.
I'm Robert.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Leon.
You got two of them now.
Got a couple of Leons about.
Yeah.
They're both.
I swear to God, they're like bed bugs. Fucking
So they
born
all have
pregnant.
different first names. You think we'd go by their first name? No.
It's a big umbrella. It's a large clan. And we just refer to them all the same. Here's Leon. So I guess that's as good a time as any to segue into how you sync this audio track up to your copy of Pretty Woman. You will pause this audio track when prompted, play your copy of the 1980 whatever Pretty Woman. At the 10-second mark, when the Touchstone logo fades completely to black, you'll unpause this audio track and you will be, I guess, ready to go. So again, pause this audio track when prompted, play your copy of Pretty Woman. At the 10-second mark, when the Touchstone logo fades to black, restart this audio track. Our most requested audio track, I might add. Internally, that is.
Shadow?
No. Pretty Woman.
Oh.
You will.
Just because Robert keeps requesting it doesn't mean it's the most. Well, actually.
Well,
Technically, it is. Yeah.
God damn it!
It takes place in Quebec, which I did not know, and
Wait,
it apparently was huge in Canada.
Yeah, we loved it.
I thought Quebec was a fictional place.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Is it you think it's like the New England town Stephen King writes all of his stories out of?
Yeah.
Or just Quebec's the land of bears and fairies or something like that?
Well, you're not wrong.
I know. That's why I was two very accurate descriptions of the denizens of Quebec.
And Eskimos.
No. It turns out Eskimos weren't real.
Oh,
Fairies. Places
Leprechauns?
lousy with them. Wrong continent.
I'm sorry.
It's more of an Ireland thing.
Okay.
So I guess with that being said, get ready to pause this audio track. In 3, 2, 1, pause. And we're back.
Touchstone
Touchstone
Pictures presents.
I beat you to it.
You didn't.
I had it queued up and everything.
I always finish first.
No, you don't. See, they're like Canadian Quebecian coins or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they use pence.
Pence, they're pence.
Look,
Yeah.
look at who it is.
That's how it's stuck, man.
Can't stand you.
Yeah, you don't go to Quebec to get suntans. I mean, you can tell by that old Canadian skyline.
What was the name of his company? Vanderwedge? In Seinfeld.
I don't know.
He worked for a bunch of places.
I'm not a big Seinfeld guy. I'm not a big sitcom guy. A little before my time.
Jeez.
So neither one of them are very broken up about it.
No.
Especially since they were supposed to be discussing something. Now's a good time to discuss it. And then she hung up on him. So I was doing the minimalist amount of research for this movie just for fun. And the only thing I looked up was he had some sort of sex scandal where they were saying he was putting gerbils up his ass?
Hamster.
Hamsters up his ass?
Is
Something
it
to that
hamsters or
effect?
gerbils?
I thought it was gerbils because they have a tail, so you can pull them out if need be. Hamsters don't have tails.
Maybe you're right.
I
I heard about that too. Something about putting cocaine on the end of a gerbil's nose and letting them.
What? Why cocaine?
Because if you get your cocaine up there, it.
It's like
But
one
it's
shot.
you wouldn't want it to be known, right? You probably want to feel it.
Oh no!
You're not doing that.
Cheeks don't fail me now.
Well, I mean, this is in the 80s, right? I still don't know when this movie took place. But weren't all the cars sticks back then?
No. Prior to the 80s, they all were. And this is in the 90s.
There's no way this was in the 90s.
It's early 90s.
There's no way. I'd say late 80s if you're lucky.
No.
87.
No.
Yes. Look at this. Listen to this.
It's like, it's a new decade. I believe it's 91.
90.
Ooh,
No.
90.
Damn,
Beginning
that's
of a
right
new
the
decade.
fucking line, huh?
Yeah.
Is this Talking Heads?
Yeah.
Huh. It's good to see him getting some work.
They were huge because of this song.
This one, no. That other song they did where they were dancing around like idiots. Pillows on them and shit. No. Two guys? Oh, you get a deal, huh? I get the front
Twofer.
half. Let's double up on her. And we only got to pay half as much.
Ho. I never noticed that before. All right. Okay.
All right. Is this a hard R? Seems kind of late to be getting up.
Look at how hairy her arm is.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that.
Her?
It's a very shapely man.
Anytime you don't see her face.
Yeah.
Those are really hairy arms, aren't they?
Yeah.
A second song? Back-to-back songs?
Because that's what people do. They're like, did my hooker have scuffed boots? Oh, she did? Ew.
So what kind of drugs is she addicted to?
None.
Well, she's a streetwalker. What do you mean?
Oh. No, none.
$1?
She's a terrible whore.
Yeah, that's probably part of the problem.
No business sense.
I keep forgetting to get paid up front.
Now, don't forget about the 6-foot drop each one of those ladders has.
I'm sure it'll be fine. See, look, the exit's counterbalanced.
I like how the landlord's cruising around at 9 o'clock giving people shit.
Well, when all your fucking people who live at your place are streetwalkers,
That's true.
you gotta keep that shit, tight.
Her vagina? I got 5 kids to feed. No?
No.
I don't understand the point of that guy either.
Hey, look who it is.
Is that Hank?
Hank Azaria. Orlando, Florida.
Well, close your crime scene, dipshit.
Field of Dreams was playing on the marquee.
All right.
This is an exceptionally 80s movie.
I was gonna
for
say
being
this
made
don't
in the
look
90s.
this don't look like the '90s at all.
Early 90s.
You don't get much earlier '90s than 1990.
Well, technically it was filmed in the 80s then. At least I think.
It could have been.
It could have been filmed in the beginning of 90.
Is that Sandra Bullock?
No.
No.
Oh, it's the girl from that one show.
Yeah, just shoot me. Laura Giacomo. Giant boobs, gap tooth. Kind of cute.
Ew, is that a whore touching the salad bar?
It's not even a salad bar. That's just for the drinks.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
And when I used to bartend, we'd call it a salad bar.
Oh, okay. I should have picked up on that. So I thought it was going to lead to a lot of conflict is how close a lot of the seats were to the pool table. So when you go to, like, you know, fucking hit the ball, you're going to accidentally fucking ram someone right in the goddamn head.
Yeah, welcome. Oh.
Oh, this hooker politics. It's really
Ugh.
intriguing.
Spoilers. I don't know if I've ever seen this all the way through.
She just got out there. This is why she's a terrible whore.
No stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah. No gumption. No chutzpah.
Doesn't bathe often enough.
Oh my god. $100 for Julia Roberts, huh?
I would take that.
Yeah, all right. Think what? 150, no condom.
I'm rich. I don't need to follow the general traffic safety rules.
Generally accepted safety rules.
Starfire.
Harold.
So very poorly.
Ooh, 4 whole
Yeah,
cylinders.
it's a big 4, huh? So desperate to get out of town that you're going to be a hooker in LA. Well, it's only got 4 cylinders, so what's it, like a 3-speed?
You're probably not too far off. Yeah, your hooker juice is leaking out on my coat.
Oh, that'd be gross. Oh, there's spots on it.
So dry cleaning's for. It's fine.
Ah, it smells like Porthos.
Vroom, vroom, immediately
Yeah,
fall
that'd
over.
be great.
Is that where I learned that? It's fucking true, too.
Is that where I learned it?
Probably.
Yeah. How much of your life was informed by Pretty Woman?
God damn it!
Fucking hookers.
You got scuffed boots being held up with safety pins? Like he noticed the scuff right away. It's like, son of a bitch.
It's not pretty stiff.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to wash it now.
It was the 80s. They didn't even have STDs back then.
What? What?
Isn't that a relatively new thing? That's why people were so of ill moral back in the day.
This prostitute is taking up Paul so bad. Woo! He's talking down to you.
Oh, he just broke up with his girl earlier today, remember? Over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to go drown his sorrows in a whore.
Drowned? His sorrows?
Yeah, right?
Sorrows? It didn't sound like he was very regretful about the whole parting. Why would he be drowning anything? Other than his penis in that vagina.
Ow!
Vivian. Oh.
Go Team Edward.
Where'd your hooker steal that jacket from? Hooker!
Stop cursing. Large box of condoms.
A big box of small condoms.
Well, you think they're just sitting there waiting? They were, actually.
He's the same height as her.
In her heels.
An elevator with a seat?
You couldn't help what? They didn't do anything to you, woman.
Well, they were just standing by the elevators.
Yeah, I mean, that is a little weird. She should have gone the other direction. Your other left.
LA left. Which I guess would be stage left.
Would it?
Wouldn't it? Because it's like, movies and such. Oh, it's so fancy. I didn't even know they had card readers back then.
I like how he walks in and turns in the one lamp that wasn't turned on.
Gotta get it brighter in here. He sees her and starts turning the lights off.
If you don't go out there, why the doors open? Jesus.
Air the place out from the last hooker. Who also probably smelled like Porthos. That's kind of a weird jacket. Anything you want for $100, huh?
Go shower.
A young... Oh, well, that's a good one.
Give you $100 to go shower. $200 to douche. But don't brush your teeth.
Oh, Napoleon, do not take a shower. Chris Bundo, huh? Back in the 80s? That's big money.
Yeah. This is the second Julia Roberts fart joke we get to make.
Today?
No. The other one was in Hook when she goes to show off her wings. She turns around and bends over with a little impish grin. And I went, poof.
In a safety world.
Should probably got to drop another 50.
She keeps flashing those undies.
Well, she doesn't have a very short skirt. I don't think she has much of a choice. Three-piece suit?
Alright.
I'm new to town.
Only 100 or 2.
Molly Ringwald turned down this role apparently of
Good.
Richard Gere.
I'm not a big Molly Ringwald fan.
No, I don't like Molly Ringwald.
She's got a banging body back in the day, anyway. But
The red hair.
yeah, she's a little too plain faced for me.
He's waiting for a tip.
See, he's a whore too.
Yep.
Yeah, he should have said, "Apologize, ma'am," and left. You know, he still should have. said
That's
something.
what would have really happened.
Yeah, yeah.
If you didn't, they wouldn't even have paused for a tip.
Might have been different back in the 80s. I'm just going to call
At
it
this
the 80s.
at this place, I kind of feel it wouldn't.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That feels more like a National Lampoon's thing, where the guy sits at the door waiting for the tip. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I already have a nice piece of gum. Thank you. Or Home Alone. Oh god, it tastes so bad. Maybe really expensive champagne tastes better. Hmm? You have the weirdest kink.
You don't have to do that with a hooker.
It's an hourly rate, bitch. You already tried. It's
Yeah.
wow. It's funny. I was guessing 360 in my head. I should have fucking said it.
Not too far off.
That's it. $300
For the whole night. He's already paid $100, so it's only $200 more. For a young Julia Roberts.
You can see your hand behind the mirror. Yeah, good job. That's where I got that line from.
He's obviously got a thing for it. Yes, woman.
Stopped doing drugs when she was 14, huh? Georgia. Okay. You got a problem with that? I already paid for the night.
Nothing to having to do with the mouth. That's a hooker rule.
Well, you can't say that. That's a half and half, so half blowjob and half sex. I think hookers are actually famous for mouth stuff.
No.
No, you don't
Never
think so?
on the lips. Or never without my permission. Never on the lips.
Apparently, the director asked Richard Gere to be very still.
Okay.
That's just part of he saw as his character. He's like so refrained that he's oftentimes just almost still completely, and then she's the one that's wiggling about and moving all the time. This isn't the funny part. Couldn't even get the one that's actually funny with the chocolate on the conveyor belt. Come on. That's just hilarious.
This one's probably just cheaper.
Yeah.
He's such such a creep.
I know. She's creeped out by a guy who's not trying to fuck her or anything.
Yeah, creeping out a hooker has got to be some sort of skill.
Yeah. And so the only way to break it, the weird tension is for her to like...
Yeah, she keeps trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
Ooh, sock garters. Sexy.
She's like, let me get your garter.
Uh-oh. Oh. $300 all night with Julia Roberts, huh? And a young Julia Roberts.
Yeah, I'd pay double for that.
No condom, double, I bet.
All right.
Not her first time, huh? And she just mutes it so she can still watch it.
Still giggling every once in a while.
This may be like one of the most uncomfortable sex scenes.
I don't think this is even going to be a sex scene.
It just feels uncomfortable. Do you remember when Alan got that lap dance when we were in Vegas?
Yeah.
What were we, like 22? Do you remember how uncomfortable he was? He was like gripping the seat just like...
She's touching me.
Like he was on a scary roller coaster.
Pretty much.
Roller coasters scare me. Maybe I just outed myself there a bit.
Taking a really hot shower.
Just trying to burn the stink off. She's bald.
It's a man, baby. Knew it all along.
How fantastic would that be? Like, alopecia bald.
Hey.
Oh, you're going to have to burn those sheets. Yeah, she's got a fine layer of down all over, doesn't she?
Give her a break. It's not meant to be seen in such high definition.
Oh, hooker walked here last night. We have to wash the whole place down.
Clean everything.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Everything.
What if he's busy?
She looks so much better with her natural hair.
Right? The fuck? Poorly?
Oh yeah.
Why are you still here?
At least 600.
I got breakfast for two. Yeah, right.
All you had last
You really
night
earned
was-
that money last night.
All you had last night was semen and strawberries.
I like pancakes. A lot of strawberries. 2 meals in a row of strawberries, huh?
Mhm.
Seems a little much.
Yeah, that would make a lot of people sick. Considering how many drugs I do, you really believe that?
Sitting on the plane.
Some cracks are already starting to form in the relationship.
Does she not know how to use a chair properly?
She's bisexual. Bisexual people don't know how to use chairs. Have you ever seen that meme?
Jake does all right.
I'm sitting sideways on this chair. It's so uncomfortable.
But it's that meme, Leon, which is kind of common, and it shows Trump, and he's just like,
Yeah. He definitely doesn't know how to use a chair. Or drink out of a cup.
or not to stare at the sun.
Hey, that's difficult. Is all she doing is eating carbs?
Probably.
She literally just had a...
Croissant and some dry pancakes.
Yeah.
It might be very buttery. You don't know.
It didn't look buttery.
Stop sitting on everything. Stop it.
You sounded like Peter Griffin.
I did not hear that at all.
I did.
Because he has that, it's a skit where he calls it Just Stop It, or something like that. It's like a news program, I believe. It's probably the connection.
It's a shitty time. How come nobody does a double Windsor?
Because it's hard.
You know what else is hard? Life. You wake up every morning and you do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Until you don't.
Well,
Nothing says fancy like a nice double Windsor, huh?
kiss.
I know, she missed the most important line.
You a big Prince fan?
Fuck yeah.
I saw some Prince videos when I was a kid. It fucked me up.
Because he's so pretty?
Yeah, I didn't understand it. The one where he's in the bathtub, and I'm just like watching this girl take a bath, like, ooh, you know? Yeah, and then it's like, wait a minute. Wait, but that's not a girl. I got the weirdest erection right now.
So I will say this about Prince. He could literally play any instrument that you put in front of him.
He's quite a singer, too.
He was an excellent singer. He was also... He probably slept with more women than Wilt Chamberlain. Like... I'm surprised he made it out of the 80s.
Without the HIV or something?
Yeah.
Apparently Jodie Foster was delusional enough to think that she should play the role of Vivian.
How old was she in 1990? She was cute when she was young.
Yeah.
Maybe not Julia Roberts cute.
She was a tomboy. Tom woman.
She's obviously not a professional.
I guess she was only 6 years older than Julia Roberts at that time.
Yeah, but still, you're talking Hollywood 6 years. That's like 2 decades to a woman.
It would have been about the same time she did Silence of the Lambs.
And she was awfully plain-faced in that.
It's not bad for a week's worth of work.
I mean, I'm like, he don't look too bad, you know, for a week. A few grand for a week, plus she's already made $300. So you're talking $3,300 for 6
How
days?
old was she in this?
22.
I'm sorry?
22.
And so he's probably playing somebody who's supposed to be in his mid-30s?
Probably.
But he's
Pushing
actually
40?
40.
Probably pushing 40, I'd say. He's a
40.
businessman.
It's 22 and 40.
Yeah.
The actual actors. Here's the sadder one. Winona Ryder tried out for Vivian, but the director said she was too young. Too young and hot, I'm sorry. They're just saying this about every actor at this point. Drew Barrymore tried out, but was decided to be too young.
Yeah, too potato-faced. There's no way. There's no way. The jaw on that fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
It's not bad for a week. Is that what you make?
I wish. Gonna call your drunky roommate? That sounds like an awful idea.
What does that mean?
Stop sitting on things. Hookers should never be allowed to sit down. You're street walkers.
This is back when you couldn't just check your smartphone and put in an address. You'd have a map.
Huh.
Or know streets and addresses. Not like your fucking generation lost in a supermarket.
They have maps for supermarkets.
Yours is the worst generation ever.
Are you kidding me?
Period.
I don't believe you. What do you mean they didn't have phones? I saw a phone. It was kind of big.
Where? Do you see all these people looking around and looking like they're alive?
Looking at life
Instead
crossing
of
from corner to corner.
Instead of staring
again?
at their phone running into things.
Is she really getting a lot of looks? Is that like slutty back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen girls go to church in more clothes than this. Wait a minute.
Fewer clothes.
In less clothes.
I was like, yeah.
That's kind of the point. Damn, you can't tell me this ain't the 80s. There's a lot of music in this, huh?
And that phone that they had, it's called a car phone, not a cell phone.
I think he had a cell phone.
No, that was a car phone.
Oh, shit.
And you couldn't just use Amazon to buy stuff.
What do you mean?
It wasn't a thing. It wasn't even a thought in the owner's head at this point.
No Amazon, no cell phones. How would you find things and buy stuff?
It's
Some sort of analog money. What are you looking at me like that for? Imagine having to walk around with a bunch of bills.
yeah, it's a thing.
You need me to help you get into the room.
Oh.
Apparently, the costume designer saw an usher wearing that red coat and thought it'd be perfect for a hooker and bought it off the street. And that's where that came from.
Fucking hookers. What do you just got a big wadded up stack of cash like that for?
It's all fucking ones.
You can even just hear a deviated septum from all that cocaine.
She's special.
It looks wonderful.
That's a lot of beer right there. That's got billions of dollars worth of shit.
That overhead shot of that.
Yeah.
That's the most exciting part of this movie.
I'm assuming she's going to get naked at some point.
No. How many senators can we buy?
Oh my god.
It's probably way worse back then.
I'm sure it's probably way worse now because they've been writing the law for 40 years, 30 years.
That's probably true too.
You know, one of the things they did during COVID was they deemed the...
Give PPP loans to senators
No.
and congressmen?
No. They made... what are they called? The people that... lobbyists. There's like a lobby guild, a lobbyist guild in D.C. that's part of the government, obviously. And they made them a crucial part of the government so that when shutdowns and stuff happen, they still get paid.
Ooh.
Stop sitting on things! Is that her? Is that like a caricature?
That's got to be like the director's like, sit on shit, sit on shit. Hookers are tired from walking around all day. Look at those shoes.
Oh. They actually do bring up that Julia Roberts made decisions to get off her feet and take her shoes off a lot because those boots suck.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I bet that was just Julia Roberts constantly doing that. Or at least asking, the blocking guy and the director to let her do it.
She's already making friends at the hotel. The elevator guy and the fucking...
Manager or concierge?
Yeah, that's the guy to get in with.
Yeah.
The Voltaire is the name of a movie where a hooker falls in love with a man.
Talk about a crazy bitch, huh? This hooker's falling in love with me. There's not a lot they wouldn't do for love, huh? Uh-oh.
She's pretty smart to have even thought of this.
It's true.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't have.
Cadillac, fancy.
Awfully aggressive regarding your prostitute, sir.
Aww.
I buy and sell
He isn't the
companies like this.
concierge, Dan. He's the manager.
Alright. I mean, he's doing more of a concierge's job, but whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's just like a hooker from Gunsmoke. The fuck? Miss Kitty! No!
Huh, bustle. Interesting choice.
She does! Oh, maybe it was her jacket. I swear to God. But I think it was just her jacket hanging over the back of the chair. You think that got a laugh? I bet that got a laugh in the theater.
From all the women?
He's so charming.
She's worth at least 300.
300 a night? I'm not fidgeting. Oh shit, she's gonna be like, blow the old man, blow the young guy. I got a deal I gotta fucking make here.
Would you like to have sex with my girlfriend for money?
No money, just
Oh,
a close
yeah,
deal.
yeah, quid pro quo.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
It is weird to bring a hooker you've only known
No.
for one night. Damn stairs to go to the bathroom.
That doesn't even look good.
It does not. Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be like a nice thing, but that came off a little weird.
Pate.
I'm too old to fuck around, bitch. Let's do this. Oh, what? I know what the fuck it is. No. Alright. I like how they have a personal waiter, too. I like
That's
that.
your kind of restaurant.
It is.
The director liked that guy enough that it happens all the time later. He's like, I'm bringing you back for 2 more movies.
That's great.
Yeah. They did 60 plus takes of him just being someone throwing a clown at him.
Oh, you got 59 of them. One of them we threw like 6, so I'm not really surprised he didn't catch it.
Yes.
Keys.
Just right on the tip of his nose.
You fucked that up, bitch. I had him. I still can't believe he took a hooker.
I was just thinking about committing suicide, so... Shit, you're not supposed to say that word on YouTube.
You think she's driving him around?
Yeah. If it's a stick shift, yes. Stop sitting on every single surface.
Oh, she's on the edge of a balcony, too.
She's like a cat. She's imparting her smell on everything.
She really rubbing that ass in, huh?
Maybe it itched. I bet you it's itchy.
You're right, it probably is really itchy. $100 hooker's probably very itchy.
They're bringing up the different ways they got Julia Roberts to laugh for the movie so convincingly, because that's kind of a memorable thing. While watching Lucy, the director was playing with her feet and tickling them. It's like, okay.
Oh, one of those, huh?
I'm assuming it's innocent. It just sounds bad. And for when she comes up after the head dunk in the tub while singing Prince, when she went under the water, everyone just scattered. So when she came back up, she was alone in the room.
But her feet
That's
probably
pretty
stink
awesome.
from wearing those boots. I'm telling you, there ain't something ain't right there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clever. Just scatter, so when she comes back up, she's just completely alone. Not with a hooker. Oh, we should open the garage door. It's getting warm.
I'm gonna go get a hooker.
Was this that movie you were talking about?
No, the restaurant was named after the movie.
No.
And that's also the movie. I don't know.
Oh, Hooker Production.
Julia Roberts, the character, wasn't originally from Georgia, but they were worried that Julia Roberts would slip into her accent often enough. They just made her from Georgia because she's natively from there.
I believe she's from Smyrna.
Pap Smyrna, Georgia. Huh, what a weird name.
He's just been playing with himself for hours.
That's actually him playing, and it's a uniquely composed piece of music.
His own song, huh?
Yeah.
He really wanted to bang Julia Roberts, huh?
Oh, apparently not. No, he was actually going to turn down the role, but then she requested a meeting, and he was still going to turn down the role. And then while he was on the meeting, on the phone with his manager, she was close enough that she could hear that he was about to turn it down. So she walked over with a handwritten note that said, "Please join there. Please say yes." Something like that. Now time to do some nail filing. Huh, Leon?
Splinter.
I'm sure. I just decided right now to start electrically filing my nails right with my buffer. It's such a quiet part of the movie. It's perfect.
I mean, I don't doubt you, but how the hell did you just get a splinter?
What fuck around with that big piece of wood?
I don't know how.
You should see this 6x6 he's fucking fingering over here.
It's got Julia Roberts written on it. It's weird.
This is just in the downstairs lobby.
And there's a lot of people in the room too.
No, he asked him to leave.
Oh. I was reading trivia. Stop sitting on things, Julia.
To be fair, he put her on it this time.
Never on the lips.
I think he's paid enough.
How much would you have to pay?
$3,000 for 6 days.
All right. Oh, that guy's a sicko. I saw him in the lounge with his niece.
Oh, you smell like Portos.
Again, grain of salt, but they say that Christopher Reeve tried, hiccups, for the role of what's his face,
Portos.
but they didn't have like a female counterpart of any kind of actor to read against him, so it was him reading with the director, and he said that the director was such a moron he could barely speak, so he
turned it down.
Yeah,
decided not to do it.
You could have just done a nicer outfit.
Hey, do you see who it is?
Yes.
That one character actor that no one knows his name. Mary Kate, Ashley, Francis, get over here.
So that probably got some
Here it
giggles
is.
too, right? Oh, I recognize this song.
It's Larry Miller.
All right. I thought it was Roy Orbison, but
I think you're
maybe
more,
it's a good cover.
I think you're closer there, Robert.
Thank you. As far as you know, Larry Miller was about to start singing any moment there. They cut it off before it started.
That actually got a laugh out of me. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to need more sucking up. And he goes, okay, you're a handsome man and a very powerful. It's like, oh, shit.
Gotcha, huh?
He's one of the guys that's in the Mighty Wind type movies.
I recognize him from Best in Show.
Yeah. Married to the Stifler's mom, apparently in Mighty Wind.
I've never seen it.
It's the same people as Best in Show, but they're folk singers. Ma'am, stop dressing like dancing like a prostitute.
Stop dressing like a prostitute. All right, well, that's not very prostitute-ish.
No, it's not that great.
She looks like the teacher from the Magic School Bus.
Oh.
That outfit was not doing her any favors.
I like the Jackie O outfit, though.
All right. Really see those hairy arms. Not a good color, but that was a nice dress.
A little box cap, so she can watch the rich guy get assassinated.
So just everybody's always looking at her. Doesn't matter how she's dressed.
It's just because she's hot.
She's super hot.
Yeah.
What is she? Why is she?
She's no longer self-conscious because she has nice clothing, where before she was self-conscious because she didn't like clothing, I guess. But I mean, that's really on you, one.
But she was still wearing a horse outfit.
Well, she's always wearing a horse outfit. She's a whore.
Why are you dressed like that?
Yeah, I like that dress. It's the shoulder pads. Look like a linebacker.
She definitely's got some broad shoulders. She's like a Goomba.
You can see the shoulder pads.
Cut to her dancing in the elevator. Like a Goomba.
So that's that scene, right? That's like a famous scene.
Yeah,
That's the scene.
it's the one
That
that
was
parodying
it, huh?
in Dumb and Dumber.
Which does it better than this.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So much better. The very end.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn, that movie's
The very
fucking
end when he stands up and
fantastic.
claps enthusiastically.
Yes.
Which is a thing you have to describe physically, to the...
I'm stoned. I'm good. I knew what I was talking about.
No one else did. Well,
The
than me.
the
I
grinder?
still don't know what you're talking about.
When Lloyd is dressing up
Uh-huh.
and Harry's just sitting there and he's like, no, like he does like.
So they didn't even do that scene in this. He was never like, no. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
He just kind of disappeared through it.
He was still there while it was going on.
It's true.
Anyhow, it's where they're grinding down his toenails, and then he's got the orange suit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just clapping. That's why he starts doing that stupid dance.
So he's changing, right? That's what this means. She's she's really winning him over. It's like the hotel manager.
Look how wrinkly her toes are.
You know
That was his... Yeah, I was gonna, that was his one.
But yeah, they've been in the bath for a long time.
I hope those are his nipples too.
This is really taking advantage of that hooker, right? Because you get in the bath and everything out of the deal. Here, get me clean before we start. Really get in there deep.
No, do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Get the sponge. You know it's
but
only
this is
going to
the
be
bad thing about a
unpleasant for you.
bath. Is because as
Oh,
she's
you're
cleaning
in a bed
herself,
with a hooker? Oh,
I know.
oh, he just got something all over his whole body.
Porthos.
Oh, God.
You know, there's like the pervert guy from Nickelodeon.
Yes.
In the feet.
Uh-huh.
One of an entire show of his, it was one of the young actresses toe fucking a faucet just like he was doing, but she gets her
foot stuck.
So the entire episode, her foot is straight towards the camera, and she's stuck in the tub, presumably naked, and that's the whole point of the show. Is it? So anytime I see someone toe fucking a faucet, I think of good old Dan Schneider.
Oh, but it's not for $3,000. So right now he's in it for $3,300.
He doesn't care about it.
But
All the clothing.
I'm just saying. But all the clothes. How much do you think all the clothes cost?
He's probably put $1,000 on that clothes.
No,
way
way more
Well,
than
it's the
that.
80s. How much could clothes cost back then?
Expensive?
From those stores especially.
Imagine wearing heels in the grass.
Yeah.
She looks like an ankle break waiting to happen.
Well, you don't walk like I walk. You always go toe first.
Heel toe. Heel toe.
Toe heel. Toe heel.
She's also not wearing a bra.
Hmm? Hashtag free the nip.
Well, that's a mean thing to say. I'm going to file a complaint. Yeah.
I don't know. I've laughed at this movie a lot more than I've laughed at other movies. It's weird.
Well, that part where he's like, I need more sucking up. Oh, you're handsome and powerful. So, yeah, that genuinely made me laugh.
No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I chuckled at that.
I did not.
I missed that line. I was talking over the one Jake laughed at, so I wish I had been.
Hey, there she
I was
was.
too.
No,
You
sure.
and I were talking to
Yeah.
each other. I think he may have just made it up. Like he's just bored, and so he's just making up his own.
Writing my own scenes.
Yeah.
What is happening? She's cold or she's got a hard ass? What?
He's wearing that tie.
She got it for him. Oh, that's not a divot, that's horse shit.
Is this a thing?
I don't know, I've never actually been to a polo game. And it also seems like they were sitting kind of close.
Wherever did you find her? She's wearing a bra.
No, she's not.
It's one of those convertible bras.
There's no way.
Yeah, there is.
Too much nip there. More foot stuff, I'm telling you.
I would have taken my own shoes off rather than have the guy touch my feet, personally. Dan Schneider's favorite movie, Pretty
Oh,
Woman.
yeah. So, that guy is a client of hers?
No, that was the old man's grandson.
Oh,
He's the
okay.
one that's going to take over that.
Okay, I thought it was just a random guy on the polo team, and I thought...
Hey, Vivian!
Yeah.
How are you doing? Here, come down and get it with a couple of us players.
That cheap tie. You look like shit. It's like the exact same color and everything of his already worn clothing.
I blacked out this entire part. I didn't realize that what's his face was like trying to fuck with his head.
That's why it stinks so much when I give it back to you.
Right? Just out of the open? In fact. Quit touching that poor girl.
You creepy little man.
Good old Chucker number 4.
Maybe she should like leave the town where she's a whore and become.
She hasn't got paid yet.
Well, that's true. Oh, that's why he was doing that.
I'd be like, hey, watch this. Call Stucky. Hey, Stucky, you're fucking fired. What the fuck? Fuck
Right.
you, asshole. Cunt. Boom. Done. I'm getting emotionally defensive over this event.
The whole reason he wanted her is because it was all going to be business. No relationship drama.
Yeah, you pay a hooker to not talk to you. You don't actually pay them for the sex, oftentimes.
Except when that guy Porthos came on my.
I find that very hard to believe, is what he said in response to that, Leon.
Oh wow.
Gonna write her a check. Yep, you don't like that style. I'm sure this check won't bounce.
It's a billfold.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn. That ain't no $3,000.
And he didn't even bother to hand it to her. He makes her pick it up. Oh, yeah. That was a power play to not hand it to her. It's like, you ain't Korean. You don't find that respectful.
Oh, he's gonna put it in her butt for sure.
Her butt if she's lucky. That's that guy's job.
Yep.
To push buttons so you don't have to.
Well, you can contact other staff members and stuff.
Yeah.
When he walks out of the elevator, he knows who to look at, point out, and shout at to come over and help.
It just looks at him, makes eye contact, snaps, and goes like this.
Yeah,
points
probably.
down.
Yeah.
When you hear the ding, all the people who know look, and then he's like, you.
Yeah.
Not threatening looking, so people feel safe being with him in the elevator.
Yeah, that goofy little fruit. Usually it's old guys.
No, that's a funny thing to me. I remember even when I was a kid, I was just in the elevator one time, and I'm just sitting there like filling up the door, and it opens, and I'm just standing there, and the person's like, "I'll catch the next one." It's like,
Say it. I've had people look at me and not get on the elevator before.
yeah.
I've had not get off.
Not get on.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me.
The door will open, they'll see me, then the door will close. And I'm just like, oh. I've also gotten off on the wrong floor, where I'll hit the button to go down, right? And then the door will open, so I'll like walk up, and then the elevator will leave, and I'll be like, wait a minute, this isn't the lobby.
When I was a courier, I used to have to go to the bathroom at like really weird places, and I used to go to the no.
Behind a planter at the
No, I mean like grocery stores or whatever. And then I learned that I could always go to these buildings downtown that are super nice, that have staff that clean the bathrooms, every hour. And so all the time, like I would like get into an elevator and it'd be like, oh, tapping my foot, like
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'd fart on the way up to like to the floor, and then I'd get off and start.
It was me.
No, but then people would have to get on as I'm like getting out of the elevator. People get on, and I've had people not get on an empty elevator because I farted.
They'll step in and then just turn around and step out.
No, they don't even step in. They like lean in, and I'm like, whoa, it's thick in there. Robert, sometimes you should keep your stories to yourself.
This actor, Jason Alexander, is a peak state of a human being.
Okay.
I just wanted anyone who happened to be listening to maybe know that.
What? I missed it. I'm sorry.
That actor sucks. The guy, the human being. He's a bad person.
He's a bad guy. Anybody who plays Duckman.
No, just him. Really just him.
I don't like it. I mean, you look like a young Julia Roberts in that dress, but...
Yeah, definition of okay.
I've seen this before. They parody in 30 Rock. What is that?
A $12 million necklace.
Ow! He sure like chipped a nail or broke her finger.
And I'm not... No, it's well more than that.
It was the 80s. Give him a break.
I'll see if I can find the actual fucking trivia.
All right.
They were lent that by a jeweler who had an armed guard on set constantly. Okay. It wasn't allowed to be out of his sight.
Look at that hooker. She cleans up nice.
The creepy manager.
I wish I had a niece like you.
I don't know about this soundtrack, though.
Shit.
This would have been a perfect place for Paula's hit and run.
Her friends?
Do you really want to love me forever?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought Paula was the gap-toothed friend, and there's a scene you remember of her, like, hitting each other with the car and driving away.
Oh, she's going to hook Jason Alexander or whatever up with her cracked out friend.
There you go.
She's gonna fuck your life up.
Imagine living this life. I wish I was a pretty woman.
I wish I got picked up by some rich dude.
Hey, you say all the time that you would do bad things for $1 million.
$1 million, yes. Probably substantially less. I mean, realistically, what's a couple years' pay worth? Especially if you could do it in a day, a week, a month?
30 minutes?
30 minutes. That sounds like a rough 30 minutes. Do I have to be awake? Put me in some sort of medical induced coma. Just do what you will. Something to drink would be nice. That's not any better. Looks like the power's going out. I hate it. What the fuck?
She called it a band.
What should she have called it?
An orchestra?
Oh, okay.
It's an orchestra type of band.
It seems a little more proper.
At this point, just dress up a hooker.
Yeah, right? Let's not forget what's going on here.
Okay, it really did cost $250,000. I misremembered that money. That number way higher.
Yeah, but I mean, inflation that shit up. What's 250? That's probably like
Half
1.5 now, you know?
It's more like double.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
Well, funny enough, they have the inflation rate for her cost of.
Oh, okay, what did they say?
I
$9
scrolled
grand,
past
10 grand?
it. I had to go find it again.
Inflation rate of a hooker since 1989. It is a lot like those old Looney Tunes cartoons.
$6,512 in 2021.
All right. That is about double. $6 grand, $1,000 a day. Oof. It's not a lot I wouldn't do for that kind of money.
She's faking it.
Yeah, she's probably just bored
She's
like I
used to
am.
faking it.
Depending on how hard
really
she
good.
worked as a prostitute, she was already kind of making that money.
Yeah, but the hard way.
Yeah.
You don't make money much harder than that.
Well, you let a bunch of guys run trains on you without taking a shower in between, because that's what they're into.
Oh.
$1,000 just for that
You make
day.
$1,000 a night.
Damn it!
She's an old lady. She understands incontinence.
For sure.
Better than anyone else.
Yeah. Ask that bitch to run. See what happens.
Was this sponsored by Diet Coke?
Yeah.
I like those giant chess pieces.
Me not work?
Those are like distractingly large. They would actually interfere with your ability
I
to
can't
see.
move it.
No, but
You
you'd
keep knocking
have
shit over.
Those are the Twin Towers.
Those are not the Twin Towers. They're in California.
Quebec.
Quebec, I'm sorry. It's supposed to take place in California. Filmed in Quebec.
Those are the Quebecy Towers.
She's not sitting on it.
She's wearing her dress crooked. She couldn't even do her buttons up straight.
I thought she was demanding she read legalese back to him.
No, that'd be
like
great.
as a joke.
Shakespeare quotes. Oh, that sounds great. He put his shoes back on.
What loser would have that? Would you? Who would have a copy of that in their personal belongings?
Well, why
for
would you
every
even
day?
read it?
It might be at the Lend Library, very closely located within the park.
I like that. That's the best explanation.
They
for
got
it.
one of those little book barns or whatever you can just
Yeah.
get free books out of.
Whatever.
And you take your girl up there. And you
Any
read her some-
excuse, any reason is better than he had it already.
Honestly,
Oh, I see it!
if we could set one of those up, I think it'd be great. Buy cheap ass books and just throw them in there.
I got a bunch of books I can fill right now.
I know.
I got a bunch of books.
I've never.
They're
been-
all Jake's. I mean,
Like I said, I've read just about every book ever written in English. All 250 of them. Easy.
Little dude's tuckered out.
He ain't never been outside like that before. He probably never had a hot dog before.
Oh, all the nitrates are fucking with his organs.
Yeah. What have you done to me, bitch?
it's like he's being poisoned.
Is this the first time they kissed?
Yeah.
You smell like Portos.
He should be like, I'm vulnerable and asleep. Hashtag me too. He's unconscious and she's taking advantage of him.
Never on the mouth, bitch. Ew.
I know, right? How many dicks have you sucked?
All I can taste is one.
Speaking
Poor
of transitive
ghost.
properties, Jesus Christ.
There's this funniest conspiracy theory I've ever heard. It's people believe every person you've ever had sex with, they somehow are getting all of your future ovums semi-pregnant. So their DNA is always in your baby. So if you ever have sex with a woman who's had sex with another man, it's actually only quarter your baby, but then quarter that other guy's.
That's weird.
It's a conspiracy theory, and they're like, you think flat earthers are dumb.
Yes,
Holy
I
shit.
Hang on a
I
second.
saw something there.
So, let's just say that in Jake's generation,
Zoomers.
for a low estimate, a woman has been with, 100 guys.
Okay.
Does that mean that when the baby's conceived, that baby is 1%?
No, it's 25% you.
And then the rest mixed up amongst the other men.
Yeah, 50% the mom.
Is what I
right?
think they think.
And then the
but
other 25% would be split amongst the guys.
I couldn't get them
The
to really
99
explain
other
it that
99
well.
other guys. But I can tell you, girls aren't as loose with their what have yous as you might think.
I'll have them.
Especially these days. Surprisingly prudish.
Um,
Unless you're recording it. Then they get buck wild. It's like they all want to be stars or something.
You know the immortal from the Highlander movies?
Mm-hmm.
His name is Christopher Lambert.
Okay.
And IMDb is like, Christopher Lambert and Molly Ringwald were in the roles. Trying to imagine that movie. Here's a couple
Terrible.
ugly people. They're not as pleasant looking people, I should say. Especially since Christopher Lambert has like a really thick accent and can't get away from it.
Yeah. He wouldn't be believable as like a
Human
rich
being.
person,
Oh, okay, rich
a
person.
businessman. His Scottish accent is on point. Say what you will.
That's my best Christopher Lambert laugh. You were doing drugs at 14. You needed to be
she's
locked
probably
away.
slutting it up. We've all seen Disney movies.
It's weird that it went straight to the attic and not her room.
There's probably nothing to do in the attic, right? You talking like Sleeping Beauty?
But how's him climbing up the tower help you? Now you're just both at the top of the tower.
She should have turned around and he should have been gone.
He's not even listening. Yeah, just back there eating his breakfast again.
That would have been great. No response. Just phone. That redhead woman we were talking about, Leon.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was one of the mean girls or one of the shoppers. I'm not sure. She didn't exactly stand out. That was John Ritter's wife. They had kids.
She was at the polo match.
Oh, okay.
She's Jason Alexander's wife.
Oh, okay. But John Ritter's baby moment.
I don't know.
Oh, now they're gonna have to clean the counter.
Yeah.
Vivian sat here, didn't she?
Oh. She
That's
had,
not a bad deal.
she had a bruise on her arm.
This is probably authentic.
Can I get in on that? And not the prostitute, I mean me, Robert. Can I get on that?
I get down on that right now.
Yeah. He's gonna buy me some nice clothes. I just gotta look around, walk around.
Put you in a condo.
Yeah.
Get you off the streets.
I remember when I saw this movie, I thought she was old.
Which one?
Julia Roberts.
22?
Yeah. I
This is like
guarantee you.
peak Julia
I guarantee you, the
We were-
last time I saw this, I had to be 7 or 8 years old.
Why would anybody love an old woman like
So we probably
her?
watched it when we were 9, 10. Just
She's
one
gotta
time
be
when
in
we
her
run out of
20s.
desperation.
My mom liked this movie.
Oh yeah.
I may have been drugged to the theater to watch it.
You want me to name names? Did she somehow get more gap tooth as she got older?
Well, your teeth never stop growing.
You can't argue with me. You're my lawyer.
I pay you.
But he could be like, I don't advise this. This is a poor legal decision.
Yeah.
But you just argue with him. Oh, that's going to work.
When does he get to stay? And
You're right.
he walked outside.
Well, the father kind of gave him a look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad we watched this. Really puts things in perspective. And I got to see Julia Roberts' nipple.
Yeah.
So,
This may be the only time that I think I've ever seen her nipple.
and like I said, you probably weren't meant to see it in such high def. You
Such
probably
glorious
sneaked that by
splendor.
in, like regular back in the day.
We're really supposed to share our scores ahead of time, so I'm not going to, but it's going to be surprisingly high on my list.
I don't know.
Pretty sure I left more than this than fucking Three Musketeers.
Well, you didn't give Three Musketeers a very good score. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what made me laugh was our Porthos jokes and stuff like that. It wasn't the movie. Where this movie actually kind of made me chuckle a couple times and smile.
what happened to his socks?
So that's how you get ringworm. I forgot John Ritter was in Sling Blade.
I like this weird suit. She's wearing like a blazer and shorts.
Jorts.
But they're not jean shorts.
Well, they're dress shorts.
Droots.
Droots. Very Nordic sounding.
The guy who seemed like he was her pimp, he's on here as Happy Man.
All right.
Abdul Salim El Razak.
Oh.
Oh, like Julia Roberts wouldn't beat the living fuck out of this guy. Off the balcony. Off the balcony. He committed suicide after losing millions of dollars. It's not my fault. It's like, I know your wife. I'm going to tell her what happened.
I don't think that's his wife.
Yeah.
Who's his wife?
Yeah.
Amy Yazbek played Elizabeth Stuckley as Philip Stuckey by Jason Alexander.
So Julia Roberts, he'd rather have instead of Amy Yazbek?
Well, she was in her 30s at the time.
Yeah, and she is kind of potato face too.
Even though Robin Hood Men in Tights is 3 years after this and she's fucking gorgeous.
It's true.
This is not the first time I've taken a punch.
Right?
True.
Oh, yeah. Yes. You understand how good it feels to punch someone? It's pretty great, actually.
Do you think that got a laugh?
Nah.
You're a hooker. Oh shit, does he just give her the money and then she leaves? And that's the end of the movie?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun.
she's walking out with all that money. She's like, I fucking made it.
And then it just shows like hard cut freeze frame on her like jumping up, kicking her feet to the side.
Yeah, and then landing and breaking her ankles.
No, not landing, just freeze frame of her in the sky.
And that's the outfit she's gonna leave in? I don't like those shorts. I don't like
Well-
that outfit.
It's like business, but you know I might go surfing later.
Her board shorts and her
Yeah.
power shoulders. Ugh. You're forgetting a bunch of stuff. Where's your
She'd have
stupid...
to be forgetting a bunch of stuff.
It was good for a couple laughs. I got to see some nipple.
It got a lot more laughs out of me than a lot of movies.
Apparently, Julia Roberts has had multiple rounds of plastic surgery.
At this point?
At this point, only one.
Oh.
But then she decided she didn't like her upturned nose and then had it downturned again, somehow. And there's visible times where you can see the scars on her face.
She had a big schnoz. Some big...
She had her cheeks sculpted and her nose upturned slightly. First round.
I always wondered how he knew where she lived.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
She goes home and then he comes back later. Instead of leaving.
Damn it!
I was really hoping she would just...
Sorry, I didn't mean to
walk
spoil
off
it
into the
for
night.
you. I didn't mean to
I
spoil
probably
it
would
for
have got up and walked away. If we didn't do the watching the credits part, I've seen the end of so many movies that I haven't realized.
You end quote, you mean?
Like right here. Like, all right, you got to admire that. You know, she stuck to her guns. She took the money, the clothes, and she went off to live her life. You know, proud 80s woman. Boom, get up, walk away, get something sweet. I feel like I need some chocolate after watching this movie.
The hotel manager kind of implies she can show up every few years and get a free lunch.
There you
That's kinda
go.
Cool.
Must have been love.
It should have been that one song you suggested earlier. Like you remember the soundtrack.
But it's over now.
See? Your dad listened to this, didn't he? When
He
you were a
did.
kid?
I've actually heard all these songs. He must have had the soundtrack.
Yeah. You don't remember the poster?
I haven't looked up the poster yet. So
No, I meant the poster of your dad on the wall. Pretty Woman. It was the theatrical poster.
All
It was
right.
huge.
Big love.
Oh, but he kept it in his bedroom, up in the ceiling. Never mind.
Above his bed.
Yeah.
She stole the necklace as they walk out.
That would be awesome. Is it still in there?
That's why he comes back.
Did he check to see if the necklace was in there?
No.
You can tell by the weight of the box. It's a
Here,
big,
rattle it
heavy
around
as
in there.
piece of jewelry. You're good. Yeah. Just thought to ask about forks. I don't want to see you die in sad, lonely hooker. Please let me help you.
You're gonna OD and die in the streets just like that girl at the beginning.
Excuse to touch your booty one last time. She's gonna spend it on drugs, you moron. You gotta pay the fucking tuition yourself.
You gotta go just pay the rent, which is, I'm assuming, what that's for.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
You can't wear hooker clothing anymore. I'm better than this.
Wait a minute. Did she get the driver's hat?
No, that's the cap she was wearing at the beginning of the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She wore
She wore
an
a-
usher's jacket, a driver's hat, a Lazy Town wig, but blonde.
Please be gone. Uh-oh. Get some pearls of wisdom here.
I'm sure the jewelry store would be fine with me handing this off to a third person.
Why is this fucking hotel manager giving him all sorts of shit and trying to guilt trip him into a relationship with
Yeah,
a
with a
hooker?
hooker. There's something about her. She's not as pungent as most of the...
Oh, he reminds her of his own nieces, who are prostitutes.
That makes sense for the old world or whatever.
He's an only child.
No, the hotel manager.
The hotel
Oh,
manager.
okay.
It's kind of funny. You want to be in the ice capades?
Did you hear that Cockney accent? The flyer saw her had a Cockney accent. She's like, "Hey, love, hello,
All right. I'm working on me British accent, I am.
hello, me lover."
She's just not going to take any bags or anything with her?
You send for your bags when you're rich. You don't take them. The fuck, Jake?
She's not rich.
She doesn't understand. She's like, "Oh, I have $3,000. It's enough to live forever."
That should be the polo player or whatever.
Oh, that'd be
Jason
great.
Alexander shows up. That's funny. I actually like this outfit that she's wearing right here.
Yeah, it's like something you would wear.
Right? I actually have that outfit.
Blue jeans and a blazer.
Right? Is that why he had that umbrella the whole time?
No, it's his sword.
Oh! He's being all poetic and shit? Oh, and it's like a white horse? Oh, and he's scared of heights? Oh my god.
This was apparently, actually, according to the trivia, of course, Great Assault, not planned. When he told the whole thing about being afraid of heights, and she said, I had the story of the guy climbing up to me or whatever,
Yeah,
that hadn't been planned.
that's funny. He's weird looking. He's got such squinty eyes. And I'm half Chinese, so saying that really means...
No.
Everyone comes here. Factually untrue.
He sounds like a young Morgan Freeman. That's Happy Man? I don't know. I was not impressed. He got a couple of laughs out of me.
He got a couple out of me too, which I was kind of surprised.
But this is supposed to be, you know, like
To
one
women.
of those rom-coms or whatever.
To women.
Well, you still think there'd be some comedy in it.
Wasn't there
It's kind of
times we
fun.
laughed and smiled?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It got a couple. I mean, but
That's
is
way better than a lot
romantic
of
comedy.
movies. That's so much better than a lot of actual attended
Hey,
comedy fucking
This
movies.
was a comedy?
How much did you laugh at Speed 2? And not uncomfortably.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's ruining this. Did you see how it had the credits done? By location. So it was like opera, Stucky's office.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen like that before. All
I'm
right.
looking at my list and I'm like, compared to the movies I want to like rate it around, it's like, is it better than Twister? Is it, you know, we should,
Ooh.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. I didn't get to see no nipples in Twister. I got a
Yeah.
couple of nipples in this one.
Man, lady, both.
Helen
oh,
Hunt.
except for the naked corn man in Twister.
I forgot about that.
It's
Not
not
enough.
it was
Not
a
enough.
single frame, but still.
If there was a young Helen Hunt dropping some nips.
A
That might
relatively
be
young
something.
36-year-old Helen Hunt.
This movie's going to be better than The Shadow.
But then they were never. Oh, okay. Oh, comparatively, because we don't know the number scores.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
different. I kind of feel.
I feel like this is better than The
It's
Shadow.
better than The
It's
Shadow.
better than Lake Placid. Fuck. This could be a tough one. Favorite part?
Oh, the nips.
Okay.
I'm going to say the one where he took off her slip and you actually got to see one of her nips.
Okay.
And then my second favorite part was when she was wearing that lingerie, and you could see through it, and you could see her nip. Or other nip. So you actually got to see them
So it's
both.
kind of a pattern going here.
Well, okay, and I'll say my second favorite part was that joke about the sucking up. It was like, oh, you're so handsome and powerful. That genuinely made me laugh.
I'm going to use that at some point.
Yeah,
I'll work that into my routine.
'cause that got an actual laugh out of me.
No, I checked out a couple of times, and all I can say is that's my favorite. I don't remember the exact spots, but I smiled, which is not. It's like a low laugh, like you're just not. You're enjoying yourself quite a bit, but you're not audibly expressing.
So
it
your
exactly.
favorite part was how enjoyable the movie was.
Surprisingly
enjoyable?
Yes,
That
yes.
counts.
I
That can
smiled
be-
and laughed.
You
I
better
did
get
not
on it
expect
quick.
Those were some short credits. Let's see. Second
Yeah.
favorite
Oh,
part.
well, no, my favorite part is with the snail.
We're gonna keep.
Oh, where the guy caught the snail?
Yeah, I still chuckle
We
at
should
that.
just keep talking.
Okay.
Um,
And I also,
Oh, shit.
I also
Extended.
I still laugh
watch
at
along.
the slippery little devils. I still say that sometimes.
It happens all the time.
Okay, second favorite part. The legitimate chance that I know that your foot is as long as from your wrist to your elbow. And, which is almost the exact same length of if you spread your finger out like that. You go
That's
like
funny. How much of your life has been informed by the Pretty Woman movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Second favorite part.
That's a true thing, by the way. Put the back of your heel against your elbow.
Yeah,
the
I just did it. It
and
totally
your front
does it,
toe
yeah.
to the front.
It goes to your
crease
wrist,
of
from
your
elbow
wrist.
to your wrist, yeah. That's pretty solid.
Second favorite part was Richard Gere
No, Richard Gere.
bathing with his
Oh,
hooker
with the hooker.
in a bathtub. That is
Shit.
disgusting.
Yeah. All right.
Jake, second.
It was that part I said about you're so handsome and powerful.
Oh, who was your first?
The nipple.
Oh, the nips. The
nips,
nips.
yeah.
The
I got a third. Talking about Jason Alexander being a cunt.
Okay.
I like that.
Got to get some jabs in.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Nothing specific. I just really think he's an awful human being.
All right, that's fair. Allegedly.
No, it's
No,
my
I'm just
opinion.
kidding.
I don't. It doesn't need to be alleged because I didn't share any details.
You got to do that.
And good night.
Good night.
Bye.